Hey everyone, we've got two big feature updates today. Both of them are designed to get you higher conversion rates on all of your campaigns. Those two changes are we've added call to action buttons that you can add anywhere you want on your campaign. That's including in your header, even throughout the body of your campaign. You can also add really beautiful countdown timers to your campaigns as well. And it's not just your contests and sweepstakes anymore. Now you can have countdown timers in your sign up campaigns, like your coupon campaigns. There's all sorts of ways you can use them, and I'm going to go through all of that now. First thing I want to do is show you how to add these items. So I'm going to delete these, and I'm going to show you how to add more. Just backspace over it to delete it. And you'll notice that there's two new buttons on your HTML editor. One of them is the little timer, and that's your countdown. And here's the CTA button. So if you click CTA, it's going to drop in a call to action button no matter where you are. You're going to be able to do that in your content block that's above the form. You're even going to be able to add those way down towards the bottom, for example. So anywhere you want, you can add those. And what happens is when people click on this, it's going to smooth scroll them all the way down to where your form is so they can fill it out and submit it. This gives you tons of design flexibility because now you can make those beautiful long landing pages and have call to action buttons all the way down, kind of interspersed throughout your content, and you're not stuck with having to put your form right up here at the top right just so you're above the fold. Now you can design it so you've got a nice wide format that looks great on mobile and takes people down to the submission form down below. If you want to change the text, that's no problem. You'll notice that it automatically adopts whatever the settings are in your edit buttons. So whatever the button is down at the bottom where your form is, that's exactly the same text and appearance it's going to have, but you're even able to change that up here. So now you can say enter with an exclamation point, or enter now with an exclamation point, whatever you want to say. And I'm going to show you now how to add a countdown timer. So I'm going to center this in the middle and add a countdown timer. Click that countdown timer button, you get some options. Contest end date is the most useful for sweepstakes and for contests because it's automatically going to be set to expire and reach 0 when your contest end date arrives. Now let's say you're doing a weekly sweepstakes where it awards these every single week. Well, the system is smart enough to count down to the end of that award period, and then it will reset for the next week. So you can have these, like a single sweepstakes that runs throughout the year, but still have this urgency because every week it's expiring and then automatically resetting itself. The duration after page load. This is a really great one for coupons. If you have a deal that you're trying to close and you've got a coupon, you're giving people a great deal on it, go ahead and set this for like 5 minutes. That way, every time the page loads, it'll start counting down from 5 minutes. So it'll say, hey, last chance to get this offer. You can use this in your pop-ups, in your slide-ins, or just your campaign microsites. And if somebody new shows up, it's going to start reset back to 5 for that person as well and just count down from there. Fixed date and time. These are great for like live events, like a live webinar. If you know it's going to take place, December 1st of this year, you can just enter December 1st and whatever time it is, and it's just going to count down to that live event date. For now, I'm going to set this on contest end date. Now you've got a couple choices on color. You can just have it default to the content area text color, which is what I recommend. Or you can create a custom color here. Just select what color you want. And size, let's leave it at 350, but you can go small. They still look good at around 200 pixels. You can go larger than 350 if you want. I think 350 looks great. They're mobile responsive, so even if you set it at 350, that's the maximum width. It will actually go smaller if you look at it on a phone. So I'm going to save these settings. So it drops in our timer. Notice that this is just a placeholder. It's not a functioning timer. Any color settings you put in there won't be reflected. This is just an image placeholder. And what I'm also going to do is let's go down below and let's add another call to action button, because this is getting a little long. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to go up to my CTA button and just drop that in. Now I've got another call to action button here. Also note that you can add that countdown timer anywhere you want. You can add it right here above the form. You can add it below the form in this area down here. And you can have multiple countdown timers in each campaign. And one thing to mention about these call to action buttons, let's say you put one in the header. If you go to the thank you screen, it's smart enough to remove that, because the call to action button on the thank you page wouldn't make any sense. So let's go and take a look at our live campaign. So we're going to visit this campaign, refresh it. Okay, now we've got our enter now. We've got our countdown timer. So it's ending in 16 days, 9 hours. Note that all of these times here are editable for language. So if you go to edit language back in your designer, you can change this to, segundo, minutos, whatever it is for Spanish, whatever your language is. It's really easy to make that translation. And if I click this button, let's see what happens. Great, it scrolls me down to the bottom. I've got a little reminder here that you don't have much time to sign up for this. So now I can sign up. And I hope you guys enjoy these. These are really fun to put together. It makes your design options just much more expanded. I found myself always bringing the form up to the right and using the 2-column format. And now I feel much more confident putting these single column format designs together. Like, I could have used much better width here, but this is something I just threw together. This was actually designed for the left column. So I would probably want to change this design and maybe make all of the prizes go across now and then have the form under it. But one nice thing is you can just add a lot more description, because even though it's going to push your form down, you're still going to have those calls to action. So I'm looking forward to see how this affects your designs. We will be updating all of our campaign templates to add these nice not only call to action buttons, but also these timers. So looking forward to see what you guys do on your end. Go ahead and post it to our Facebook group once you come up with a design you like. And everybody can critique it, maybe borrow some of your ideas if you don't mind, and share their thoughts on it. All right, any questions, just reach out to us and support. Thank you.